You know that feeling when you start an anime and every single episode is a banger? No fillers, no pacing issues, no skip episode 7 nonsense. Just pure, consistent storytelling? Today we're diving into my top 10 romance isekai and romance anime with zero bad episodes. And yes, I brought some underrated gems for you. Number 10, we have Chillin' in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers. Banaza gets summoned to another world as a hero, only to be tossed aside because his stats look pathetic. But here's the twist. He's secretly broken beyond belief. His so-called level 2 powers make him untouchable, and instead of chasing glory, he decides to live a peaceful, comfy life. Along the way, romance blooms unexpectedly, bringing warmth into his otherwise laid-back adventures. This is a rare blend of slice-of-life vibes, overpowered fantasy, and wholesome romance that doesn't try too hard, yet keeps you glued episode after episode. I love how this anime basically says, yeah, being the strongest is cool, but have you tried not stressing? It's like the anti-isekai grind series. Banaza just wants a good life, a loving partner, and a nice cup of tea without monsters showing up. The romance feels organic, not forced into some over-the-top confession scene. Plus, the world building is comfy instead of tense, perfect for watching before bed or during a rainy weekend. No pointless drama, no annoying love triangles, just smooth pacing and sweet moments. Honestly, I wish more isekai knew how to balance romance and relaxation the way this one does. Number 9. The Pet Girl of Sakuraso. Sarata Kanda moves into Sakura Dormitory, a place infamous for housing the school's most eccentric students. That's where he meets Mashido Shina, a genius artist who can't handle basic life skills. Sarata reluctantly becomes her caretaker, and between messy mornings, art competitions, and emotional highs and lows, a deep connection begins to form. This isn't just about romance. It's about personal growth, heartbreak, and learning that love is as much about patience as it is about feelings. Every episode builds on character development, making it impossible to look away. This anime wrecked me in the best way possible. It's sweet, it's heartbreaking, and it's funny in that awkward, oh no, that's too relatable kind of way. Sarata and Mashiro's relationship isn't just cute, it's frustratingly human. You want to shake Sarata sometimes, but then you realize, yeah, I've been there. The supporting cast? Absolute gold. Every single character feels like they could carry their own spin-off. And the pacing? Spot on. There's never a meh episode. It's always moving forward, either in romance or in the emotional journeys of the characters. It's messy love, but in the most addictive way. Number 8. Monthly Girl's Nozaki-kun. Chiyo Sakura has a crush on her classmate Nozaki, but when she confesses, he hands her an autograph instead. Turns out, he's a shoujo manga artist, completely oblivious to her feelings. Chiyo ends up helping him with his work, and what follows is a hilarious series of misunderstandings, eccentric friends, and meta-romantic tropes. This is a comedy-first romance, flipping every cliché on its head while still delivering those heart-fluttering moments. Each episode keeps the humor sharp and the interactions fresh, making it impossible to skip even a single scene. If rom-coms had a Hall of Fame, this would be in it. Nozaki's deadpan personality versus Chiyo's love-struck energy is comedic gold. And don't even get me started on the side characters. They steal scenes left and right. What I adore here is that it's lighthearted without being shallow. You're laughing, yes, but you also start rooting for Chiyo in a way that feels personal. Plus, the anime's meta approach to romance tropes makes it perfect for longtime anime fans. No bad episodes here, because the humor hits every time. And trust me, episode 6, pure serotonin. Number 7. Words bubble up like soda pop. Cherry is a boy who communicates better through haiku than conversation, while Smile is a bubbly influencer insecure about her braces. When their paths cross in a shopping mall, an unlikely romance begins, filled with quiet moments, shared insecurities, and heartfelt connections. The film is a visual and emotional treat, mixing bright pop art aesthetics with tender storytelling. Every scene feels intentional, making the love story both relatable and beautiful. It's a short ride, but every minute counts, with zero filler or wasted dialogue. I don't care what anyone says, this is one of the most visually satisfying romance anime ever made. The colors pop, the character designs are adorable, and the atmosphere is so warm it feels like a summer afternoon. But it's not just eye candy. The romance hits in a very genuine way. The fact that both characters are dealing with insecurities makes their bond feel more earned. And the pacing? Perfect for a one-sit binge. There's no moment where you're thinking, okay, let's skip ahead. Every scene matters, and by the end, you're either smiling like an idiot or low-key crying. Number 6. The Garden of Words. On rainy mornings, Takao, a student with dreams of becoming a shoemaker, skips class to sketch designs in a quiet park. There, he meets Yukari, an older woman seeking her own escape from life's troubles. They begin meeting during rainy days, sharing conversations that slowly form a bond beyond mere friendship. The film blends romance and melancholy with breathtaking visuals, each scene dripping with atmosphere. The story is short but deep, delivering an emotional impact that lingers long after the credits roll. Makoto Shinkai really said, "Let's make your heart ache in under an hour," and succeeded. This isn't your typical fluffy romance. It's bittersweet, it's slow, and it's gorgeously human. The rain isn't just weather, it's part of the storytelling, setting a tone that's both comforting and sad. The dynamic between Takao and Yukari is unconventional, but that's exactly why it's so compelling. And with animation that looks like a painting come to life, you can't look away for a single second. Every shot feels intentional. It's one of those romances that sticks in your head for days after watching. Number 5. My Love Story. Takeo Goda is tall, strong, and intimidating, which unfortunately makes girls run the other way. That is, until he saves Rinko Yamato from a harasser on the train. To his shock, she actually likes him, and what follows is one of the most wholesome, straightforward romances in anime. No mind games, no endless will they won't they, just two pure souls navigating love and life together. It's sweet, funny, and refreshingly drama-free, making every episode a joy to watch from start to finish. This is the comfort food of romance anime. Takao is the definition of a cinnamon roll, and Yamato is basically sunshine in human form. What's so refreshing here is that the relationship starts early, no dragging it out for 12 episodes just to hold hands. Instead, the show focuses on how they grow together, face small challenges, and be disgustingly adorable while doing it. And the humor? Surprisingly sharp. Every episode is either making you smile, laugh, or say "aw" out loud. Zero filler, zero frustration, just pure romantic joy from beginning to end. It's the kind of love story that makes you believe in nice people. Number 4. The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. Komura has a crush on Mii, a classmate who constantly forgets her glasses. As a result, she often leans in close, unintentionally flustering him to no end. What starts as comedic daily interaction slowly turns into something deeper, as Komura learns more about Mii's quirks and kindness. This isn't a dramatic romance. It's small, quiet moments building into heartfelt connection. The art style and warm tone make every episode feel like a cozy slice of life, with romance subtly woven throughout. This anime nails the everyday romance vibe. There's no huge dramatic confession or over-the-top love triangle, just two awkward teenagers slowly realizing they like each other. It's wholesome, it's awkward, and it's painfully relatable if you've ever had a crush in school. The close-up shots, the little blushes, the way Komura's heart basically jumps out of his chest. Yeah, I've been there. And while the humor carries the early episodes, the later ones quietly hit you with the feels. It's slow burn done right, and because it never overstays its welcome, there's no such thing as a bad episode here. Number 3. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. Aileen Dotrich realizes she's been reincarnated into her favorite Otome game, but as the villainess destined for a bad ending. Instead of playing along, she sets her sights on Claude, the Demon King and supposed final boss, determined to marry him and rewrite her fate. What follows is a mix of romance, political intrigue, and hilarious subversions of villainous tropes. The pacing stays tight, with every episode pushing the story forward without dragging. It's charming, clever, and a must-watch for fans of romantic fantasy. I love a good villainous flips the script story, and Aileen is one of the best leads in the genre. She's proactive, smart, and hilariously shameless when it comes to winning Claude over. The romance is quick to spark, but develops in satisfying layers. And Claude himself, total husband material. The political and fantasy elements add weight without distracting from the relationship. Best of all, there's no dead air. Every episode either advances the romance, builds the world, or gives you a laugh. It's an isekai that knows exactly what it's doing and delivers from start to finish. Number 2. The saint's magic power is omnipotent. Sei, a modern-day woman, is accidentally summoned to a fantasy world as one of 2 saint candidates. Unlike the other, she's ignored by the kingdom until she discovers her overwhelming magical healing abilities. As she builds a new life, Sei finds purpose, friendship, and unexpected romance with a stoic knight. The anime blends gentle pacing with beautiful world building, and the romance is slow but steady. Every episode deepens Sei's relationships while keeping the cozy, almost healing tone intact, making it a joy to watch straight through. This anime is basically a warm blanket in fantasy form. Sei isn't some overdramatic chosen one. She's a grounded, relatable heroine who slowly carves out a place in this new world. The romance with Albert is patient and mature, and the world building is so well done that you feel like you've been living there for months. It's the kind of show that leaves you smiling at the end of every episode. No filler, no random side quests that don't matter, just steady, satisfying storytelling that blends romance, magic, and slice of life in a way that feels effortless. Number 1. The Familiar of Zero. Louise is a student at a magic academy with a reputation for being terrible at spells. During a summoning ritual, she accidentally calls Saito, a regular Japanese boy, into her world. What starts as a rocky master-servant relationship slowly grows into something deeper, filled with comedic banter, battles, and genuine romance. Across its seasons, the anime keeps a consistent blend of action, humor, and heartfelt moments. Even as the stakes rise, the romance stays front and center, giving every episode a reason to keep watching. This series is chaotic in the best way. Louise and Saito's dynamic is a constant mix of roasting, arguing, and unexpectedly tender moments. The fantasy setting is classic, the romance progression is satisfying, and the humor hits without derailing the emotional beats. What's impressive is that even over multiple seasons, it never feels like it's dragging. There's always a reason to hit next episode. And yes, Louise might frustrate you early on, but that's part of the charm. Watching her grow while Saito proves himself makes the payoff worth it. This is peak romance fantasy energy done right. So, there you have it. 10 romance and romance isekai anime with 0 weak episodes. Whether you want wholesome fluff, bittersweet feels, or clever fantasy twists, this list's got you covered. Now it's your turn. Drop your own no bad episode picks in the comments, and let's see how long we can keep this streak going.